Hey everybody, thanks for coming back. So today we're going to be playing with concrete again. We're going to be making a couple of pretty simple candle holders that I think anybody can make. Now we're going to be using really simple stuff here. This is literally everything you need. A couple things for your mold, some water, a bucket of concrete, and first thing we got to do is obviously make our concrete. Now don't pour too much water in right off the bat. Kind of mix it dry at first. You're going to be going for kind of like a pancake consistency or an oatmeal consistency, right about there. A little bit thicker would actually be preferable, but oh well, not a big deal. Now on my first molds, I'm just using basic chip containers. Now I've got a couple of marks on there. On my short one I've got it at 4 inches, and then the next one I've got 5.5 and then 7. Just go ahead and spoon your concrete into approximately that height or whatever height you feel like you want. For our second mold, it's just a jumbo silicone ice cube tray. Nothing more than squares, but it's got a nice little beveled edge on the bottom. You can get these online. You might be able to find them in store. Go ahead and fill it up about 3/4 of the way full, because once you start mashing that candle down in there, of course, obviously the level's going to rise, and I'd rather fill a little under than over because I can always kind of sand it flush a little bit easier that way as opposed to it spilling all over the edges. Plus, there's less cleanup. Once you start putting your candles in, however, I wait about an hour or so for the concrete to kind of just firm up a little bit, but it's going to take some pushing and grunting and twisting and smashing and whatever kind of things you can do, because it's starting to firm up at this point. But just keep pushing them down and they'll finally stay in there. Now, do as I say, not as I do. I tried taking a couple out after only 24 hours and I ended up busting them. So leave them for at least 48 hours to fully dry. That way they completely cure. Because right now the only way that they're actually drying is through the top. The rest of it's covered in silicone or wax or whatever have you. But once they're dry, man, getting them out's easy. Just basically twist the mold and they pop right out just like ice cubes. The silicone will let go of the concrete and they come out super simple. And the same with our chip containers. Just put a score on the top with either a knife or scissors, and because they're wax lined, they come apart just as simple. You literally just have to twist them completely open. It's just kind of like opening up Christmas presents. Now, one tip I can offer you is grease or wax your candles before you put them in, either like a vegetable spray or cooking spray or something like that, because they should come out fairly easy that way. I had a couple just kind of pop right out, no problem, but I had a couple that were a bear to get out. I fought with them and used all kinds of manner of tools and completely destroyed the candle. And I used razor blades then to kind of scratch out what was left in there. So just grease up the candles before you put them in. It would make it so much easier coming out. Once the candles are out of the way, then we just got to give them a final sanding. Now I just use a soft sanding sponge all the way around the outside and the bottom ever so slightly, just enough to take off a little bit of that shine. And round over the top edges, round over the inside edge where the candle's going to go. Simple as that. Now you can use a sanding sponge or sandpaper as well to flatten the top, but if you have an orbital sander with some 80 grit paper, it'll be so much faster to just buzz the top completely flat and level. And seal them up however you want. I'm just using a wipe-on acrylic sealer for concrete. You can use a rattle can clear coat. You can even paint them if you want. Like, there's endless possibilities. It's whatever you want. But once you're all said and done, what you're going to have is some awesome little candles. Now these are perfect. You can leave them completely set up into groups. You can split them apart. You can kind of organize them however you like all over the home. They're really actually pretty unique. Now again, because they're individual, you can make as many or as few of these as you want. So I kind of hope this gives you an idea as to make, 1, 5, 9, 10 of them and just put them all over the home, kind of like this. They can be great ambient lighting, mood lighting. Maybe somebody's having a bath and they just want to shut the lights off and chill. You can do whatever you like. So one thing not to do, obviously, is try and paint them like candy canes, because I was told that was a terrible decision, but whatever, I can always make some more. But again, the options are endless, you guys. So if you guys like this video, let me know down in the comments below. I really hope you guys make some, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.